Hello world, Shelly here, and today I've got for you 10 of my new favorites from the drugstore. I originally intended to do 5 new favorites. I used a bunch of drugstore stuff on my face and I was like, I can't narrow it down, so you're getting 10 of them. These are 10 things, most of which have been recently released at the drugstore or drugstore prices, and I've been digging the heck out of these things. I'm wearing them on my face. I'm going to show you guys how I apply them as we go. So let's get into this. First up, let's talk about eyeshadow. I used this once on my channel before in a Get Ready With Me. This is the Milani Must Have Mattes eyeshadow palette. Oh la la. You've got your warms, your cools, your neutrals, all matte, super blendable, super easy to wear. Milani, you are killing it. I hear that the sister palette to this that has some shimmers in it is equally great. I have not picked that one up yet, but this is wonderful. Also on my eyes, I have used this on my channel once before in another video, not dedicated to this, but this is from BH Cosmetics. It is the Galaxy Chic eyeshadow palette, and come on, they're all shimmers, so you definitely need, it's like a supplemental palette. You'll need to have, you know, a set of mattes to go with it, just like the Milani's. They're beautiful. Every color I've touched in this palette so far has been absolutely freaking gorgeous. This one's an honorable mention. I've mentioned it a bunch of times already on my channel. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Last Pencil, and this is a total dupe, in my opinion, for the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline Pencil. This has become my new tightline pencil of life. Also on my eyes. Now, I was going to show you guys the Ardell Magnetic Accent lashes that I bought because Kathleen Lights did such a nice demo of them, but I did not put them on because I wanted you to see the full glory of this new favorite. This is from NYX. It is the Worth the Hype mascara, and I don't understand why it's not getting more hype. Let me just show you guys my lashes. This is 2 coats of Worth the Hype. Right? Yeah, I'm really digging the heck out of this mascara. It's got the kind of brush that I thoroughly enjoy, with the thick bristles, and it grabs every single one of your lashes and it just pulls them to be nice and long, lengthy, makes you look like you have a gazillion lashes because it gets even the tiniest ones because there's so many little bristles in there that it catches every single lash. I am really enjoying this mascara. On my face, I've got a review of this. It is carried at Walmart now. It is the Lala Fox Second Skin Foundation. This is beautiful on its own. This is wonderful mixed with other foundations. I've mixed it with dewy foundations. I've mixed it with matte foundations. I love this stuff. It wears all day long. It's beautiful. I wish they had more shades, and a lot of the shades are sold out at this point, but along with the foundation, I'm using the new e.l.f. Booster Drops. This is the hydrating version, and I used 1 drop of this with 2 pumps of my foundation, and these can be worn alone. They can be worn as an oil underneath your foundation, or you can mix it in. I enjoy them the most mixing them into my foundation. They are very nicely hydrating, and they don't really change the overall sort of finish of the foundation. So you're not going to turn a foundation super dewy with this, and I like that because I want to be able to give it a little bit more flexibility in life in the hydrating department without really changing the finish. It'll get slightly more satin if you are doing a very matte foundation, but not drastically at all. It just gives a really nice hydration to the skin. I like mixing it in with my foundations, and I'm enjoying that one so far. For concealer, I've been enjoying the new Makeup Revolution concealer. This is the Conceal and Define. People are calling it a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I don't think so. The only thing that I think is a dupe is this wand. It's a big, fat doe foot applicator, just like Shape Tape, but I don't think you get quite as good of coverage with the Makeup Revolution as you do with Shape Tape. However, let me say, Tarte Shape Tape does dry out my under eye just a little bit, and this stuff does not. I'm wearing it today. I did not go very heavy-handed on it, and you can still see that I get really good coverage of my dark circles. My dark circles are pretty purple, so I think you get really nice coverage with this. Not quite as good of coverage as the Shape Tape, but not as drying either. So if you like the finish of Shape Tape but don't like how it dries out your under eye, give this one a try. It is super duper inexpensive, and I really like it. To set my foundation, you guys have seen me use this a few times. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I actually have a couple shades of this. I have the lightest shade, and then this is the third lightest shade, 15 Light. So this is like my tanning shade that I would choose because I'm doing a little bit of self-tanning. This stuff is wonderful for setting the under eye. It does not make my under eye look crepey. It does not settle into my under eye lines. It's also great for setting your whole face of makeup. It's good for just lightly setting a foundation. It is also good for buffing into the skin. I've been using this with that recent Wayne Goss video where he did that technique of using just concealer and then powder. I've been using this for that technique. I think he called it something like flawless skin with no foundation. I'll link it down below for you guys. I really, really like this stuff. It's great for setting. It's great for under eye. Great for baking. I couldn't bake really. With this stuff, I can bake my under eye. It's amazing. And it's really good for wearing as a foundation powder and buffing into the skin. There's nothing it can't do. For blush, this one's not super new. It came out about 9 months ago, but my CVS just recently finally got it in stock, and it's from Milani. It's the Color Harmony blush, and I've got this in shade Berry Rays, and it's just a combination of shades. You've got a sort of shimmer here, you've got a darker, a medium, and a lighter, and I just kind of swirl them all together and use them as one blush. I think it's very, very pretty. I think you can get subtle all the way through dramatic depending where you focus your brush when you pick up the color on these. It does not emphasize texture on the skin. It's really hard to mess up because it's hard to go too heavy-handed on it. It's pigmented, but not to the extent that you're going to have a stripe of color across your face and not know what to do with it. So I thoroughly enjoy this one. I like a blush that's hard to mess up because I don't like a very strong blush look. So that's another recent favorite. My highlight. You guys, this one's totally unique and it's not going to be for everyone, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Now, I went through my trash to find the packaging because e.l.f. is famous for not putting names of anything on their stuff. There's a tiny little sticker here that says illuminating. Illuminating what? I couldn't even remember what it was called. So I dug through my trash bin, and thankfully I was too lazy to take the trash out the last few days, and I still had the package. So this is the Beautifully Bare Liquid Highlighter. That is what the name of this is. It's got vitamin E. It is the illuminating version, so that's what this is. And this is just beautiful. Okay, let me explain it a little bit. There's no glitter whatsoever. It just has a wet highlight look, a wet shine look. I like to apply this with a damp sponge, and I just put a tiny little bit on the sponge and dab it along the high points of my cheeks, and it's a wet look highlight. It's not glittery, it's not shimmery, it does not emphasize texture, it does not settle into lines. It is just a really, really pretty wet look highlighter. Now, if you want the shimmery, shiny highlighter, that's not what this is. This is a more wet shine than it is a shimmer shine. But I think it is just beautiful in this. It's subtle, but it's not subtle. It's dramatic, but it's not dramatic. It can really kind of morph into whatever look you want to go with. And I also like to use it underneath a shimmer powder shadow for highlight, a shimmer powder highlight. It's really flexible. It works really well, but this is my favorite way to wear it. Just wearing it on its own. Damp sponge. Love it. For my brows, the new Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel is quickly becoming a favorite. Now, with one caveat. Do not like the applicator wand. The applicator wand is imprecise. It's very messy. You're gonna look like you have blobs of crap in your eyebrows. I do not like the applicator. However, the way I like to use this is to take an eyebrow brush, dab it onto the applicator and get product on the brush, and then use my eyebrow brush to apply the product and then spoolie it out. So if you use a traditional eyebrow brush and spoolie, this stuff is great. And the reason I really like it is because it's meant to last a couple days. I think they're trying to compete with Wonderbrow. I have not yet tried Wonderbrow. I just picked it up to try it, but I haven't tried it yet. And the way I like to use this is to do my brows, and then for the next 2 days or so, tonight, tomorrow, maybe the next day if I can get away with a third day, when I wash my face, I just kind of avoid my brows and it stays on. So the next 2 days, all I need to do is run some brow gel through my brows to give my brow hairs the shaping that I want, and my brows are already on. It really does hold up well. I can get, best case scenario, 3 days of wear, you know, the day I put it on, the next day, and the next day. It's designed for 2 days, and I think it works. It holds up well on me. As long as I'm just careful not to, you know, wipe my cleanser across my eyebrows, it works out okay. My last new favorite from the drugstore. Now, I've mentioned the Milani Amore Shine lip colors a zillion gazillion times. They're still my favorite, but this one is right up there. This is from L'Oreal. It is the Shine, Color Riche Shine. I love this packaging. I have mentioned these a few times on my channel if you've been watching all my videos. This one is in the shade 904. Varnished Rosewood is what I am wearing right now. They're just in a nice stick format. They're shiny, they're moisturizing, they're comfortable, they wear down gracefully, they don't slide all over my face, they don't seep into my lines, I don't have to wear a lip liner with them. They're quick, they're easy, they're pretty. I'm so glad Shine is coming back in style because it's totally my jam right now, and I really like these. I think they're beautiful and they're comfortable, and I like them, and I want more. There you have it, 10 new things from the drugstore that I am thoroughly enjoying and I think are definitely worth checking out if you are so inclined. If you like these sort of multi-impression kind of videos, things that I've used more than once and have some solid opinions on, give me a thumbs up down below. If you enjoyed this one, you know what to do. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. And thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.